Ninemesaya Simbandina Asimundandina Ninemesaya Simbandinaro Asimundandina Kumbira usero kumbira Naneta ukaro kumbira Hidi togane nyika Ichaparara ingengwa Kumbira usero kumbira Oh ukaro kumbira Shua shua togane nyika Ichaparara ingengwa Azizimwenguba sinomolema Chevetera shoko Ninga kumakomo Sichida variko Vachatambandu Zimwenguba sinomolema Chevetera shoko Ninga kumakomo Sichida vacha Zarura masambara Kumbira usero kumbira Naneta ukaro kumbira Shua shua togane nyika Ichaparara imwengwa Kumbira usero kumbira Oh ukaro kumbira I believed without opportunity Oh maravilla Oh, maravilla. I believed without opportunity. Oh, maravilla. Oh, maravilla. Kugona usinamukana. Akusatedura. Akuna punto. Kumbira usero kumbira Daneta ukaro kumbira Idi togare nika Chaparara imwengwa Kumbira usero kumbira Oh ukaro kumbira Shua shua togare nika Chaparara imwengwa.
Thank you for starting us off, Solution. Welcome everybody to Bluffhill Jams. My name is Alex Ave-Lallemont. I'm with the U.S. Embassy in Zimbabwe. Bluffhill Jams is a series that we're going to be doing for the next few weeks and possibly beyond, where we're highlighting some of the very fresh, new, up-and-coming Zimbabwean musical talent. And I'm here to tell you that this country is full of musical talent. So we're very excited to have you here on the show today. Solution, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here. My name is SolutionGC. GC standing for my government name, which is Godfrey Chirahu. So yeah, I was born in Kwekwe, 1999, on the 3rd of November, in a family of 6, being the middle child. And yeah.
So tell me, how did you get started in music? Was it something you just knew you wanted to do? Were you inspired by people? Tell me a little bit about that.
All right, so I grew up listening to music. I've always been a fan of music.
So your influences, let's start with that. Some of your influences in music, who were they?
Okay, I'm gonna start by mentioning this. So I grew up listening to the likes of Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Jordan Sparks, you know, Michael Jackson. So yeah, I grew up listening to those.
Okay, great. And continue your story. How did you tell us more about how you got into this?
All right, so how I started is really funny to me, because it started way back in 2012. I was living in Belgravia, somewhere there, and my mom has sent me to go to the shops to buy some roiko, you know, some gravy soup. at the supermarket. So when I went there, I had some guitars playing from the roof, and out of curiosity, I just said I wanted to be there. So I went up. Um, there was an artist performing there, and her name is Amara Brown. So I went upstage, straight to the stage. I was like, "Hey, can I sing one song?" So I just wanted to hear how my sound would sound like on the mic coming out on the speakers. So she gave me the mic, you know. She gave me the mic and I sang a song by Jordan Sparks, Battlefield. The song is called Battlefield. And the band joined in, she joined in, and it became a performance.
And the rest is history.
And
I
the
guess.
rest is history. So the comments and the compliments that she gave me on that very day pushed me to say, I think music is my thing. You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, that is a great story.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to talk a little bit more when we talk about your next song, kind of some of the more interesting moments you've had in your musical career. But from there, tell me, besides her, who else have you performed with?
I've performed with quite a number of local artists. Amara Brown, I've mentioned. I've also had an opportunity to play on the same stage with Kumba. And I've shared stage with Ja Praise. I've shared stages with Beo and Felinandi. You know,
Okay.
the list goes on.
And I know at some point in the future we're going to have some young up and coming musician, and they're going to say, "I shared the stage with Solution."
I'm looking forward to that.
I think that's going to happen.
Definitely.
Tell us a little bit about your musical style, your musical influences, not just singers, but all kinds of music.
All right, so I started off as an urban groover. Uh, the influence being from the music that I grew up listening to. So in 2017, I had an opportunity to go and represent my country, Zimbabwe, in China, in a competition called Chinese Bridge competition. So what I noticed there, everybody else was just, representing, and it kind of pushed me to say, I need to do more, in terms of representing my country and our cultures and traditions. So that's when I decided to shift from urban groove into Afro jazz, because I felt like it will give me more room to express, you know.
Okay. And have you added any more influences since then? I know we're going to talk later about some of your songs, but are there any other additional influences that you maybe mix together to make your own unique sound?
Yeah, like I said, I grew up listening to a variety, and growing up, you find more music, you like them, and you are influenced. So
Okay.
yeah.
Speaking of influences, insofar as being a songwriter, what themes, what issues, what influences you to write songs? What moves you to write songs?
Our everyday lives, the things that affects us every day. I talk about mental health issues, early child marriages, social life.
Okay.
Uh,
And how has the response from the fans been to that?
Well, they're receiving it. They're receiving it, and that's keeping going. That's keeping me going.
I can think there's probably, as a performer and a creator, there's nothing better than when you put your heart and open yourself up into music or into art, and someone comes to you and feels that vulnerability and says they can relate to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That has been, a fuel. That's add fuel into me. It keeps me going.
Anything else that gives you inspiration?
Well, the list goes on and on. The list goes on. I mean, like the smells of everybody.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm actually
inspirational,
thinking of
isn't
a
it?
song. Actually.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near your level as a performer, but it is inspirational. Before we segue to our next song, I know, as we've discussed it, this song really has an inspirational message, and I was wondering if you could share a little bit about the song with our audience today.
Okay, so the next song is called Burutaima Simba. This song I wrote it in 2017. Like I mentioned earlier, I had started music in 2012. And from 2012 to 2017, I think that has been 5 years. And things were not really moving the way I expected. So I was about to quit. And before I quit, I just said to myself, okay, let me release one more song. So that's how I came up with Burutai Masim. But the funny thing is, it's actually a praying song where I'm asking for more strength to carry on, to move forward. Yet I'm saying it's my last song. I wanted to quit. So when I released the song, it received lots of airplay, and here I am. The fans began to asking for more.
You might say the prayer was answered.
Yeah, the prayer was answered.
Fantastic.
And there was no more quitting.
Fantastic. Well, let's hear it.
Buruzai masimandi fambe. Venegai muri mandi. Mama ninga mirendo. Buruzai masimandi fambe. Venegai muri mandi. Andinga mirendo. Andinga mirendo zinorema.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the song that I'm going to perform next is called Andidi Newe. It's a song I did with Felinandi, one of the most talented female artists I know in Zimbabwe. And the song is called Andidi Newe.
Andidi newe, andidi newe, andidi newe, andidi newe. Usaterere wanu. Andidi newe, andidi newe, andidi newe. Usaterere wanu. Andidi newe, andidi newe, andidi newe, andidi newe. Usaterere wanu. Oh, mama, mupungwaza. Penyo wangu, usereye wewe, koka tika nyumbana, tika netsana, tika risana, tika rambana, oh, ziwa ndiwe chete, ndirare, ndipunge, ndikaye, ndichke, oh, oh, oh. Andidi newe, usaterere wanu, amwabana basa. Andidi newe, usaterere wanu. Oh, kubuda kwaro, kunyura kwaro, midzichitsika nene, tichachebetsana. Oh, mavara yevana tingatadza kufadzana, kutonhora kwedu vanotanga kutsana. Usacheuke shure iwe, inga mhepo ingauye, iwe nene tiri vamwevo, chimomirane. Oh, 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 inga mhepo ingauye, tiri vamwe, chimomirane. Oh, andidi newe, andidi newe, usaterere wanu. Andidi newe, andidi newe, andidi newe, usaterere wanu. Andidi newe, andidi newe, oh, andidi newe, usaterere wanu. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Baby, we love. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Usaterere wanu. I love only you. I love only you. Baby, I love only you. Usaterere wanu.
Thank you. one thing, and you can see how our audience here is reacting, and a lot of us here don't speak, Shona, and yet we can still feel what you're feeling. Tell us about how you do that, if you can. It seems like magic to me. We're all so impressed.
Well, I guess it's just that I write things that I can actually really feel, So before I put it out there, that song should talk to me first, So if it doesn't talk to me, it's definitely not going to talk to you or anybody else. So it's all about being real,
People really can respond and feel when you're feeling. We talked about earlier how when you make yourself vulnerable, you lay yourself out there, and people respond to that. And it's got to be very difficult, but very rewarding as well.
Yeah.
So speaking of songs, and speaking of songs in foreign languages, Zimbabwe and African songs, I understand you also have an American song you like to play.
Yeah, definitely. The next song that I'm gonna perform is by Beyonce.
Beyonce is amazing. We love Beyonce.
I love
She's
Beyonce.
from Houston, just like me, so I love her even more.
Oh, you're in the same mood.
Yeah.
So I hope you won't mind playing it with me.
I would be honored.
Definitely. So let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the first installment of Bluffhill Jams. We look forward to seeing you again over the next few weeks.
I was here.
I was thinking, I lay, I lie, I
Woo! My man!
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow, that was beautiful.
That was
beautiful play.
fantastic.
Thank you so much.